Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a love pick a card tarot reading. So I am going to be using various energy oracle card decks in order to channel specific messages for you about a specific person or love situation. So what I'd really like you to do right now, just to energetically prepare for this reading, is to take a deep grounding breath, even pause the video if you need to, really try to clear your mind and your energy, and then I want you to imagine the person or the connection that you would like me to bring forth in this reading. And once you've done that, be sure to like this video and also to click the subscribe button, because by taking these two actions, by liking and subscribing, you are actually sending your energy to me across all time, space, and distance, and I'm actually able to sense that energy and bring forth much more specific messages for you and for your situation. So now that you have cleared your energy, sent some of your energy to me here, I am going to be showing you the cards today. Today I have broken you into 3 groups, group 1, 2, and 3. So please choose whichever card you feel most drawn to, not through your physical eyes, but through your intuition. Which card do you really feel pulling you or calling you? You can even pause if you need to take a moment to steady yourself energetically and to really determine which card is for you. And once you've decided which card you have selected, be sure to go down to the description box or the pinned comment under this video and click the timestamp to skip ahead to your reading. By the way, just a quick disclaimer, I do try to channel as many hyper-specific messages as possible, so although you are divided into 3 groups, there is still a good chance many of these messages will not connect with you. So if that is the case, you may either select a different group and find that some of those messages connect with you, or otherwise just take whatever you feel in your heart and soul is intended for you. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will see you again in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you selected card 1, this is your love pick a card reading today. So I'm going to begin by shuffling the energy oracle cards deck. While I'm shuffling, I would just like to show you on the screen my website soundandsoulful.com, where I have created over 100 subliminals. During these readings, I like to recommend specific subliminal meditations that connect with you or your situation in some way, because I really like to not only channel specific messages, but also provide you with energy shifting, balancing, and manifestation tools. So personally, I have used subliminals and continue to use them every day to grow my YouTube channel here, to assist me in clearing blocks around issues such as relationships, love, finance. I meditate every single morning with a subliminal to ground my energy, which is actually my 7 chakra clearing, which I do often recommend in these readings. But as you can see on the screen, you can explore around my site. I've created subliminals for all areas of life, for love and relationships, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for the manifestation of business goals or specific material things. And you can try out any subliminals I recommend completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website. So any subliminals I recommend for you, group number 1, are linked under this video in the pinned comment and the description box under your group number. You can click any of those links to explore more of the energetic benefits I have infused into each subliminal. Okay, group number 1. So I've actually already had 4 cards fly out for you. And I do want to begin by letting you know that the card you selected is the strategy card in the reverse position. And the very first thing I heard is that something isn't going according to plan. I just heard someone, either you or your person, saying something isn't going right or something isn't going as planned. So I'm really hoping to get more specific messages about that, but I'm just going to go ahead and begin with these initial 4 cards that I was feeling guided to today. Okay, so the first card is Healer of the Ages in the reverse position. And I'm actually going to go ahead and read a little bit from this card. When reversed, the Healer of the Ages indicates you've been feeling extremely out of sorts or even upside down in your own life. Yeah, so the general vibe I'm getting from you, group number 1, just to kind of see here if this is the correct group for you that you've selected, I'm getting this feeling of chaos. This feeling like things aren't going right, or at least someone's head is spinning, or someone feels as though they are spinning, they are reeling, they're wondering, why is this happening? Why is it happening this way? I hear someone's ego just desperately trying to grasp for control here, but totally feeling out of control. I feel like someone is feeling like either their life or this love situation has spiraled out of control in some way. I'm going to see if I can get more specific messages on the kind of situation we could be dealing with here. So what is this feeling of spiraling out of control? Why is group number 1 or someone connecting with this reading feeling out of control? What is this situation? Envy in the reverse position. Okay, this is so strange. So the message I heard is, I felt jealous, but now I'm just letting go. I hear someone almost like, again, I feel this won't be for everyone connecting with this group, but I'm hearing someone say like, I'm just done. I'm done with this. I feel someone feeling almost very, I don't know if spiteful is the right word. I don't really think that's the right word. It's like, okay, so I'm just going to be blunt about what I'm sensing. And again, I don't think this is for everyone, but I do feel someone connecting with this reading. The person you have in mind may have been connecting with other people, or you may have felt jealous in a romantic sense for some reason within this relationship. But then you recently decided, you know what, I am just letting go. I'm giving up. For some reason, I just heard you can have her or you can have him. Like, I don't care anymore, except this person beneath the surface does care. It's like this is some kind of jerk reaction to this situation, like a knee-jerk reaction. That's kind of what I'm getting. And this person's actually in a lot of pain, but it's like I feel that their feelings of jealousy or envy or confusion just became so intense and so painful that they just had to let go of the strings in this situation. But then that's why they're feeling out of control. I feel like they wanted to be able to make this work, but something happened that just like pushed them to their limit. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from these cards. So I want to get more information because I feel this is this person's like ego or their hurt speaking. So I want to know what the person I'm connecting with is really feeling, like on a soul level. What is this person truly feeling about this situation or connection? What is this person I'm connecting with, or group number 1, truly feeling beneath the pain and the hurt? Oh, this person is not, I don't feel like they're saying how they're really feeling because they're so hurt. These things, because the cards aren't really coming out, so I'm feeling like this is kind of a silent energy. Yeah, all tied up came out. This person isn't speaking what they're truly feeling beneath this hurt and pain. What is this person really feeling? What is group number 1 or the person I'm connecting with really feeling about this situation? Wow, guys. Okay, 2 cards came out here. 7th chakra in the reverse position. So, of course, this connects with our divine path, our connection to the divine. But the next card that came out is the yin yang, which, of course, I tend to associate with a twin flame connection. So I know not everyone listening to this reading will resonate with the label twin flame. But if you are someone who is aware of being a twin flame or is on the twin flame path, I'm seeing this as you know that this person is your twin flame. Again, this won't be everyone, but for those of you who know, you know. It's like you've had this knowing that there is divinity within this connection, that this is a divinely guided and orchestrated connection. And yet, with this 7th chakra card in the reverse position, something feels like it's gone off course. It feels like somehow this divine connection is either being interfered with, or is being thrown off, or is being blocked in some way. So if I am connecting with your energy, this is resonating, you know, you are aware that you are a twin flame. The subliminal I would really recommend for you is my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This is really designed to uproot and clear any blockages to unconditional love, because it's truly those unconditional love blocks that prevent the natural magnetism from flowing energetically between twin flames, from pulling them together in the physical world. So listening to this subliminal will really clear your energy, and by clearing your energy and your love blocks, of course, because your twin flame mirrors those blocks and that energy, they will instantaneously feel and react to those shifts as well. So I will leave a link to that twin flame 7 chakra clearing in the pinned comment and the description box. With that being said, I do feel not everyone listening to this reading is a twin flame. So if you are not a twin flame, I definitely don't want to push that label on you in any way. I want to see if I can get information about, let's see if we can get information about how the other is feeling in this situation. Actually, I'm going to move on because I think that their energy is actually going to come through in these future cards that I just pulled in that initial 4 card spread. So the next card is the Garden and the Gates in the reverse position. Okay, let's read a little bit about this card to see if we can channel any messages. For some reason, as I flipped to this page in the guidebook, the word safe really stood out to me. And I heard someone say, I don't feel safe in this connection. I feel like someone is feeling emotionally unsteady or unsafe. This could even be stemming from issues of trust, again, because I did channel some messages previously about some situation that caused romantic envy or jealousy, caused someone to feel threatened. That is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this very vulnerable, very exposed feeling, this feeling like I opened up to you and was vulnerable and exposed to you, and you hurt me in some way, and now I'm just done. I'm closing off again because I don't want to be hurt that way again. That is what I hear someone saying within this connection. Let's see if we can get any more messages from the guidebook. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. Yeah, so I feel like this person is opening new doors. It's like they feel as though they're kind of releasing something about this connection, at least in the physical, at least at this time. They may have created some kind of separation. They, in some sense, are moving on to something else. And I don't feel that in doing this, they are truly, quote unquote, getting off course or abandoning this person, abandoning this connection. But I do feel they've made some choice to either separate, to move forward to their life, with their life in some way, to open some kind of new door, to pursue some kind of different opportunity, just because they were in so much hurt and pain and didn't want to feel that feeling of vulnerability, that feeling of pain anymore. I'm going to see if I can get any more messages from here. Yeah, so I'm feeling that's kind of the last message from that card, but I do think that I want to get some more clarification. So what is this Garden and the Gate card? I do feel that, again, this won't be everyone, but I am sensing for many it is the feminine I've been predominantly speaking to who is dealing with a situation with her masculine. By the way, I would like to reiterate, I try to say this, but I only use the pronouns he, him, and her, she to refer to the masculine and feminine respectively, just as a shorthand, just to simplify, because it gets to be a lot to always say masculine and always say feminine. So please know that these energies can be a biological male or female. They aren't tied specifically to one gender or sexuality, so please be aware of that. Okay, the next card is 4th chakra card in the reverse position. Yeah, this person has chosen to close themselves off to protect their heart because they've been in some kind of pain in the heart center. This person I'm connecting with, you may have even, for some reason I just heard, my heart is breaking wide open. I feel like this energy I'm connecting with has experienced serious movement, and movement is a light word because I really feel that this is pain in the heart center. I just heard, you crumbled my walls, but now I'm building them back up again. I feel like this person has felt, I just heard, emotionally violated in some way, or betrayed or hurt. And this has caused some kind of pain in the heart center. But what I'm getting from this situation is it's actually, and I don't think the person I'm connecting with is aware of this, but it's their ego that is perceiving or visualizing this situation of hurt as being a backsliding. So they're looking at this situation and thinking, wow, I came so far to being able to open up, to having the confidence, the courage to be vulnerable with this person. And now I am backtracking on all of that progress. Again, this is this person's ego speaking. I'm backtracking on all of that progress because now my walls are all coming back up again. But Spirit is gently coming in here just to say, this is actually your ego's perception of the situation. There is no backsliding or backtracking going on here. And as difficult, and I know that this situation of hurt is causing this person to not be able, I just heard blinded, like you're blinded to what's really going on here, which is totally natural because there's a lot of pain and hurt that is very valid happening here. But I feel Spirit gently telling you that this situation, although it has hurt you, it has betrayed you, it has left you feeling violated emotionally in some way, this has actually come into your life for the purpose of opening your heart to a greater degree, teaching you how to have greater courage and trust and strength in opening your heart to others, even when you are afraid and even when you have been hurt. If you are connecting with this situation of having some kind of heart chakra block, because I do feel this person I'm connecting with, you may have felt very jaded recently because of this situation, very maybe critical or cold. I feel like someone feels like their warmth has left them emotionally and they've gone cold because of whatever happened in this love situation. If this is you and you would really like to amplify that natural magnetism once again energetically that comes from an open, clear heart chakra, because when our heart is closed, it actually prevents us from manifesting in all areas of our life, not just in love. It's truly the heart chakra that is one of the most powerful chakra centers for manifesting in our lives. You may have even heard of people who are capable of or teach techniques of manifesting with heart chakra energy. I might speak more on that in later podcast episodes. But this really is a very powerful, very magnetic energy. So if you would like to really open your heart chakra, activate that magnetic heart chakra energy, both to strengthen your love connections, but also to manifest more effortlessly in all areas of life, I would really recommend exploring my heart chakra activation subliminal meditation. So I will leave a link to that subliminal under your group number 1 in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, so I'm feeling like that is enough clarification for that card. Let's move on to the next card. Okay, so this card is adjacent possibilities in the reverse. And I actually heard 2 messages coming through in this card. One is, I'm trying to move on to new things, to new people, to new possibilities, but I always feel pulled back to you, pulled back. I feel this person we're dealing with here in this connection is some type of soul connection. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this person is a twin flame or a soulmate. This person could be a karmic, just depending on your situation. But I feel like you have some kind of soul deep pull, some kind of magnetic pull to this person that brought you together, but that also continuously seems to tether you to this person, to this connection. I feel you with the last card, the garden and the gate. I spoke on you or whoever I'm connecting with energetically, moving on to new kinds of opportunities or creating some kind of separation with you and this person, doing something differently. But I do feel with this next card, in your soul and in your heart, you always feel pulled back to this person, tugged. I just heard tug. It's like this, and I also felt that tug just now in my heart. It's like, I feel you might even literally be feeling really strange heart sensations, feeling your heart beating too quickly at random times, or just having really strange feelings in the heart center physically. And this could be, again, because of this soul tie that you have with this person, whether this is a twin flame, a soulmate, or even a karmic, someone you have past life karma with. I do feel that there was some divinity in this connection. You were pulled to this person for a reason. And I do feel that in spite of all of this pain and what you've experienced with this person, I think that intuitively you feel that it's not truly over with this person. I just heard unfinished business. It feels like you have unfinished business together on a soul level, like in this lifetime. But I also just heard it feels like it would never be finished. I feel like someone is saying, I don't feel like I'm ever going to find closure here, but I need to move on. And yet every time they try to move on, date other people, move on to new opportunities or things, they always find themselves pulled back to this person, pulled back to this love situation. The second message I was getting from this is that simply, it's kind of connected, but it's like, I just heard it's hard to see a possibility besides you, besides us. There's something about this love situation that's like all consuming, that is very, very challenging for you to let go, either because of your history with this person in this lifetime. Maybe you've spent a lot of time getting to know this person, being close with this person. I feel for many of you, you could have had a very strong bond of platonic friendship that was a foundation in this life for this connection. But if not that, I feel that actually this basis of connection it's so strong because you've shared lifetimes, like past lifetimes with this person. So even if you don't know each other very well in this life, you've always had this feeling of very deep closeness because of this past life history you've shared together. Let's see if we can get any more clarification from this adjacent possibilities in the reverse. Yeah, rest and rejuvenation in the reverse position. Restless, sleepless, someone losing sleep over this situation. For some reason I heard indecisive. It's like, I feel someone who has maybe told the other, I'm leaving or I'm done, but in their own mind, they're actually much more indecisive. They're kind of presenting as if they're done. Maybe they've even told family or friends that they're done with this situation, but in their heart and soul, they're not done. Just to put it simply, it's like they feel much more indecisive in those secret parts within their own mind, within their own soul. They do not feel decisively over or done with this situation, no matter how they're acting in the physical or what they're saying to other people, or even what they're trying to tell themselves. I just heard like, I want to be done. Let's see if we can get any more clarification. Yeah, once again, I reshuffled in the heart chakra card in the reverse, and it came out again, once again in the reverse position. So I just heard, I'm trying to open my heart again, but it feels like it beats only for you. It's kind of a very dramatic message, but it's as though this person feels like their heart is only for this other person. They feel like, in spite of the hurt they've experienced, in spite of the pain this person may have caused them, this person still has their heart. Yeah, okay, so blossoming abundance in the reverse always gives me the vibe of something slipping through their fingers. It's like, you were all I wanted, but you slipped through my fingers, or I couldn't hold on to you. I see someone grasping at nothing, or what they believe to be nothing, grasping for something within this connection, in this person. And eventually it's like they just chose to stop actively reaching for it or grasping for it, but it's still there in their heart. It's still there, this pull, this desire to be with this person. Again, I keep saying this, but this really is giving me some kind of strong soul connection vibe. And lastly, the second chakra card in the reverse position, which is of course the sacral chakra, which connects to sensuality, to intimacy within our relationships. For some reason I'm having trouble reconnecting with my inner child, with my sense of joy, with my sense of pleasure, with my ability to open myself to intimacy. I want to see if I can get more on this card. So Let's read a little bit from the guidebook here. When this card is reversed, you may find that your creativity is being blocked. If this is the case, you might need to take more risks and open up to new and different ideas. This card can also signal problems with intimacy of all kinds. Know that real closeness can be both safe and comfortable for you, and that you deserve a depth of sharing in your relationships. Yeah, for some reason I just heard it wasn't reciprocated. I feel that someone here is having this sacral chakra block in this situation because something that they were giving out they didn't feel was returning back to them. This could be exclusivity within a physical romantic connection, meaning that this person felt very all in, very intimately, physically, emotionally, only connected to the other person. But this other person, this person they were connecting with, their actions showed that they were not as committed or reciprocating. I really want to get more information on how that person is truly feeling, because I somehow am also intuitively sensing that this person's actions were not actually indicators of what they were really feeling and were coming from their own pain or insecurity or something like that. But I am just strongly sensing 2 chakra blocks coming up here for you, group number 1, the sacral chakra that we just spoke about, these intimacy blocks that I do feel come from something not being reciprocated. And then also the 4th chakra, the heart chakra reverse, keeps coming up. So if you do chakra clearing or energy clearing work, I would really recommend making a special focus at this time on those 2 chakra centers. And I do have a sacral chakra activation subliminal if you would like to incorporate sound therapy into that chakra clearing daily energy clearing ritual. So this sacral chakra clearing activation will be in the pinned comment and the description box under your group number. So now that we've gotten a lot of messages on your energy in this connection, group number 1, I really would like to connect with your person. So now let's read into how group number 1's person is feeling. Can I get messages about group number 1's person specifically? What is group number 1's person really thinking or feeling? Because I do feel there's some situation of pain, of hurt, but I don't feel like their actions indicate what they're really feeling. The temple path in the upright position. Interesting. I'm not sure how this connects yet, so I'm going to pull a few more cards. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook for the Temple Path card. Spiritual evolution, spiritual purpose and support. Yeah, okay, so I feel this card coming from your person's higher self. I feel like this person strongly feels, I just heard, you are on my path and with me all the way through my path. I hear this person, but there's this sadness, there's this very sad undertone to this. I feel because of the ways this person may have acted, what their actions were in the physical that may have caused hurt, pain, or physical disconnection within this relationship. But I hear this person saying like, I need you to walk this path with me. You are, it's almost like they're saying, you are my path. You are so essential to my life and to my life purpose. And yet I see that coming from this person's higher self. But the next card is carrying connections in the reverse position. And for some reason, I heard this person saying, I don't feel worthy of having a caring connection, or I don't feel safe to have a caring connection. I'm strongly feeling that this person may have self-sabotaged this relationship in some way because of some blockage, some very deep-seated energy or subconscious block or negative pattern that was actually created in childhood, because I got the image of a family and I feel that this person, I just heard pattern. It's like this person has a pattern of sabotaging within romantic relationships because deep down, they don't feel that they're truly ready or worthy of a perfectly reciprocated love connection. And it's funny, I didn't mean to say the word ready, but I feel like just channeled that word because it's almost like this person, I'm sensing also some kind of either emotional or spiritual immaturity because this person has not healed this pattern yet. And that is actually why they hurt you. And all tied up in the reverse, I feel there was a past energy where this person was very frustrating to you because they weren't being open about their true feelings and emotions. But I feel like that's changing. It's like this person, I just heard like, I'm ready to tell you how I really feel, but I also feel that it's too late. It's like this person was really emotionally closed off. They weren't communicating how they really felt about you in this connection. They didn't feel that they were truly worthy. They had these potentially childhood or family issues that created some kind of negative subconscious block that manifested or caused them to manifest in self-sabotage within this connection. But they're ready to, it's like they're ready to open up, but I just heard, I don't know how. And also I feel like it's too late. I want to see if I can get clarification on this all tied up in the reverse. So what did this person not communicate about? Why was this person all tied up? Or what does this person want to say now? What does group number one's person want to say? Okay, the two cards that came out were Envy in the upright position and Door to Spirit in the reverse. I just heard, I was so blind. And I hear this connecting specifically to that situation of envy, jealousy, or some kind of romantic insecurity that I spoke on earlier, group number one, when I was reading into your energy. I feel like this person is saying, when I caused you this situation of hurt, when I caused you to feel insecure or vulnerable or jealous or whatever that situation was, however it may have connected with you, I was so blind. I was so disconnected from my own intuition. With man holding a heart in the upright position, you were the only one that held my heart, but my actions did not show that. And I hurt you through those actions. I self-sabotaged because I was afraid, because I didn't feel I was worthy of this connection, because I wasn't ready in the sense that I hadn't healed this block, this wound from childhood that I was unconsciously, subconsciously storing, holding on to. I just heard this weight. It's like this person had so much emotional weight, heaviness, metaphorically speaking, from some kind of childhood situation that they weren't opening up about. And they wish that they would have told you that it was only you who held their heart. And they wish that they would have reflected that through their actions instead of sabotaging this relationship through their actions, because I feel like this person was actually working directly against what they truly wanted when they caused you this situation of pain. Let's see if we can get any more messages from this person. What else does group number one's person want them to know at this time? What else can I say to group number one? Door to romance in the upright position. This person desperately wants to start again. I do feel once again that you have some kind of history with this person. This history could be in this physical lifetime because you had some long relationship or some basis of friendship or have known each other for a while in the physical world. But this could also simply mean that you have a spiritual history, a soul history, that you've lived many lifetimes with this person. But this person desperately wants to ask you for a fresh start. They want to wipe the slate clean. They want to show you that they can show up for you. But I also feel that they are terrified that it's already too late, that they've already lost you, that they've already self-sabotaged this connection to the point of ruin. So group number one, really intense messages coming through for your situation. I would like to now just pull a few cards from some of the other decks I have here. So let's start with the Romance Angels deck. I'm also sensing there will be messages from the Lover's Oracle, but let's just take things one deck at a time here. So what other messages does group number one need to know? What does group number one need to know about their person? How is group number one's person feeling? Wow, guys, this is so synchronistic. Engagement and new love are the cards that came out. So what I'm actually hearing here is, so engagement, I specifically heard, I want to be more engaged in this connection, or I now have engaged myself emotionally, energetically in this connection. Again, I do strongly feel that someone here has already created some space. Maybe they've broken up with this person, left them, physically separated, emotionally distanced themselves, told this person that they were done, something like that here for many of you. But I feel this other saying, I'm now engaged. I just heard, I'm ready to recommit. I saw two people saying their wedding vows again, like renewing their vows. And although I know that most of you won't have a situation of being married to your person, I feel that your person feels so close to you, so emotionally and spiritually connected to you, that they feel as though this is equivalent to renewing marriage vows, to renewing some kind of covenant of love with you, wanting to truly recommit to this love connection and to you. And I get that with new love too. It's like not new love with a new person, but new love with the same person. It's like this person wants to truly recommit themselves to making this love that is very old, potentially even ancient on a soul level, because you may have lived several lifetimes together, but they want it to feel new again. I just heard honeymoon phase. It's like this person wants a permanent love bubble, honeymoon phase, however you want to describe that period of time where there's butterflies and flowers and adventure and passion. This person wants that permanently with you. And I actually feel that they didn't realize how much they wanted this until they caused you some situation of hurt. And now they're realizing it's what they wanted all along. So I'm now going to pull some cards from the Lover's Oracle deck here. So what are some final messages for group number 1? What are some last messages? Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, so I strongly feel we've really described everything going on in your energy, in your person's energy, and obviously a very intense situation that you're coping with. But then I hear this message, this kind of overarching message that allow right now to be a time of healing. If what you want is to ultimately reconnect in a deeper, more meaningful way with this person, then I feel that both you and this person have to understand that right now it is essential for this to be a time of very deep level healing. I feel that a lot in your situation may have recently come to the surface. There may have been a lot of chaos, a lot of metaphorical storms of pain, of hurt. And I feel that right now you are being guided to simply take a deep breath, like not just now in this moment, but metaphorically in your life. Now is some kind of pause for the purpose of healing. And I do strongly feel guided to recommend that you participate in some kind of daily grounding, energy clearing ritual. I just heard strong intentions. Decide what you want for yourself for this connection. If you do want this connection, if you do desire to build something new within this connection, intentions, setting clear, strong intentions, and holding to those intentions, visualizing those intentions is the most powerful tool you can use for healing throughout this time. Now, I always do really recommend incorporating subliminal meditations within your meditation and visualization routine. I personally found it very difficult to meditate, to clearly visualize, and to see results from meditation until I started using subliminals, because subliminals really do address those unconscious parts of the brain, which actually make up 95% of our minds. So if you would like to incorporate any of the healing, energy shifting, energy clearing subliminals I recommended for you during your morning meditation practice, you can click any of the links under your group number in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. Just as a reminder, you can try out any of those subliminals completely free when you create a free trial account on my website. So group number 1, that is all the messages I have for you today. As always, please use your own intuition as a guide in determining which messages are for you and which messages are intended for others. Please do subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this reading. You can also follow me on Instagram at @magnetizeyourself. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, magical rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the second card, then welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we are going to be sensing into the energy of the love connection you have in mind. So I'm going to begin today by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. If you'd like me to channel specific messages for your situation, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already to send your energy to me so that I can pick up on that energy and channel more specifically for you and for your situation. As I'm shuffling, I just want to show you on the screen my website, soundandsoulful.com. This website is truly my passion project because on this site, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. For those of you who don't know, subliminals are subconscious mind reprogramming tools, which is so vital because it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life, whereas most manifestation techniques only focus on the 5%, the conscious mind. So personally, when I started using subliminals, I started seeing major shifts, major changes in my life begin to happen very fast. So as you can see, I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for the manifestation of specific material goals, and of course, several subliminals dedicated specifically to love and relationships as well. So any subliminals I recommend for you, group number 2, in this reading are linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. You can click any of those links and explore more about the energetic benefits infused into each meditation. So group number 2, 2 cards flew out right away for you, like immediately, which really makes me think maybe I should just start with these 2 cards instead of continuing to shuffle, because these cards must really have something to tell us here. Okay, guys, right away, right off the bat, contract in the upright position. Now, I almost forgot to tell you, but the card you selected initially when you chose your card is actually the root chakra card in the upright position. And I instantly heard the word foundation, although I don't have any specifics on that yet. So let's go ahead and get into kind of the general beginning portions of this reading to see if this matches your situation. And if not, you may want to select a different group. But anyway, so the contract card, and I instantly very strongly heard karmic contract. So a karmic contract, as many of you know, is a kind of soul agreement created between 2 souls who incarnate in this lifetime in order to fulfill some kind of purpose in their connection with one another. Now, the difference between a karmic relationship or connection and a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection is that with karmics, we tend to learn a very specific lesson with this karmic to kind of fulfill some very specific agreement with them to heal some specific thing within ourselves. And once we have healed that thing, our connection, our magnetic pull to that person or to that situation dissolves. So they're here to be some kind of a teacher, but then they tend to leave our lives after we have healed that thing or learned that lesson that was intended through that karmic connection. So the next card that came out was patience. Wow, guys, a very strong, clear message. Someone in this love relationship is dealing with some kind of karmic contract, karmic connection, or karmic romantic relationship, because again, karmics are not always romantic. It could be any kind of person. It could be a friend, a family member, anything like that. It could even be a kind of negative pattern within ourselves that we're shifting. But this patience card, whoever is dealing with this is asking the other within this love connection to have patience with them, because, and this is them speaking, of course, on a soul level, on a higher self level, be patient with me because I am dealing with or fulfilling some kind of karmic contract, relationship, obligation, something like that. So I am going to see if I can get more specifics on who this karmic contract could be, or what kind of karmic situation we're dealing with. Is it love related? Is it related to family or friends? What is this karmic contract situation coming out here for group number 2? Wow, guys, right away. The cards are flying today, by the way. The first card is attachment in the reverse position, and I have chills because the second card is the yin yang card in the upright position, which you guys know I always strongly associate with twin flame connections. Although this is not necessarily the case, I know that many of you listening may not connect with the twin flame label. That is perfectly fine, but many of you I know are twin flames, are aware that you are twin flames, are aware that you are on this path, spiritually speaking. And if that is you, I am strongly seeing that this is a twin flame connection. For those of you who know that you are twin flames, this is a soul connection. And the attachment card in the reverse, I just heard this: I am learning to release negative attachments. Now, for some reason, as I flipped over this card, I instantly heard attachment styles. So someone here might be dealing with some kind of situation where they have, if you're familiar with the attachment styles, I'm no expert, but I do understand generally the different attachment styles. So I feel like the person we're connecting with, or you, it could be, again, mirrored. I could be reading your energy or your person's energy. So just take it as it resonates. But I feel someone here has a habit of anxious attachment or avoidant attachment or something like that. There's something about attachment styles being healed here. And this is actually part of this. Again, I wanted to say twin flame because I know many of you are twin flames, but I also know that's not everyone. But I do feel that healing this negative attachment is actually what this karmic contract is in this person's life for. So whoever is connecting with this person, whether it's a family member or a romantic karmic situation, the reason that they are connecting with, drawn to this person, is they are actually magnetically pulled to this person because of some kind of negative attachment style within themselves, some kind of either codependency, anxious attachment, something like that, that they are actually healing through this karmic situation. And once they heal this negative attachment style, whatever they are dealing with, this codependency, whatever the situation may be, this karmic situation will completely dissolve. And for some reason, I heard someone on the other side saying, okay, but how can I believe that that will really happen, that this situation will really dissolve? And then I heard spirit kind of coming in and saying, trust that when your person, when they heal this within themselves, your soul connection with them will prevail. Because beneath these layers of negative programming, negative attachment, whatever they are dealing with, once these layers are peeled back, once this karmic obligation or contract has been fulfilled with this other person, they will no longer feel that pull, that magnetism, because karmic connections are based on two people, again, that are pulled together to learn this lesson. But just like two broken puzzle pieces, it's like their broken edges, metaphorically speaking, fit together in these karmic situations. And once one person heals those broken sides, they are no longer capable of connecting with that person. They don't feel drawn to connect with them in the same way because they've healed that brokenness. But I do feel someone in this connection is healing that, is in the process of healing that right now, and saying on a higher self level, be patient with me because I'm aware that I have this negative attachment that I am in the process of healing, of dissolving. So the next card that came out is the 6th chakra card in the upright position. And I just heard, I'm seeing the truth now. I'm seeing the truth about this situation. I'm gonna actually reshuffle in some of these cards and see if I can get any clarification. So what is group number 2's person seeing the truth about? How is group number 2's person's intuition speaking to them? What is group number 2's person opening their intuition about? What is group number 2's person seeing the truth about? What does, whoa, okay. The card that came out is adjacent possibilities, but in the reverse. So I instantly heard there is no other possibility when it comes to me in love. It's kind of a strange message, but it's like I'm realizing how this connection is the only possibility for me, meaning it's the only thing that I could want. But this is kind of strange because I do feel whoever I'm connecting with here is still kind of dealing with this. I feel like they're in the thick of this karmic situation. I don't feel like it's been resolved yet. Can I get more specifics? Okay, envy in the upright position. For some reason I heard, okay, this will not be for everyone, but in someone's situation, I feel that your person, the person you're connecting with, actually got jealous either because they saw you or heard about you with someone else romantically or meeting new people or dating, or alternatively, they realized how jealous or envious they would be if you were, I just heard, if you were in the arms of another, it would cause me so much pain. I would envy that person forever. It's like very dramatic, but I feel like this person has begun to realize, again, this won't be everyone, but there's someone I'm connecting with here who it's like the thought of you being with someone else is so heartbreaking to them, literally causes them to feel, it's almost like they feel jealous for something that hasn't happened yet, or maybe it has happened, maybe you have connected with others, but it's like, I feel for whatever reason, this person is like, has imagined or saw vividly in their mind's eye the possibility of you connecting with other people romantically, and this has caused this person to feel so jealous, so envious of the possibility of you being with someone else that it's like that is how they realize like they could never see you with another, and it's because they always were aware of the depth of your soul connection to them, of your love connection. But the idea of you connecting with someone else made them begin to open their eyes to the truth, to the depth of that connection, if that makes sense. Can I get any more clarification on this envy card in the upright position or any other messages from group 2's person at this time? What does group number 2's person want them to know? What does group number 2 need to know about this love situation? Cards are going a little bit quiet. Let me see if I can just get any more messages here. You know what? I think that's all we can get about that situation right now. So I'm actually going to shuffle the cards again and see if I can just ask a few more questions. So why is group number 2's person still stuck in this karmic relationship or connection or situation? The thinking woman in the upright position. Interesting. So normally I connect this to a divine feminine ego, like someone who is a feminine who is dealing with some kind of presence of ego. Interesting. Can I get more clarification on this thinking woman in the upright? Actually, another strange message I heard from this is like, I heard a masculine saying, I felt like you were too good for me. Or I feel like you're too good for me. What else can I get from this thinking woman in the upright position? Why is group number 2's person connecting with this karmic? The garden and the gate in the upright position. Let me see if I can get any more cards. I'm not fully connecting this message yet. Why is group number 2's person connecting with this karmic? For some reason, I keep hearing like, I felt like you were too good for me. I felt locked out of your life or out of your heart in some way. But I don't actually feel like you, group number 2, were actively locking this person out. I feel like this person felt this way, again, because of some kind of, I just heard insecurity. There's some kind of negative pattern within themselves that is causing this feeling of being left out or this feeling of being unworthy. What else can I get from group number 2's person? Why is group number 2 connecting with this karmic? Who is the karmic that group number 2 is connecting with? What is this karmic situation that group number 2's person may be coming out of or may still be involved in? Okay, third chakra in the upright position, the solar plexus chakra. So of course this connects to our confidence, to our sense of personal strength and inner power. And the next card is the Angel of Strength in the reverse position. Okay, so I'm actually getting a message from Spirit right now. It's kind of a higher self, soul level message through these cards. So the reason this situation happened, if you're connecting with this and your person, whether it's a twin flame, a soul connection, a love connection, has been in some kind of third party or karmic situation or has some karmic interference in their life, Spirit is saying on a higher self level, so on a soul level, the reason this is happening, and this is going to be a little difficult to explain, so bear with me, is actually because ultimately it was meant to take you into your power, to build your core confidence, to increase your sense of personal power, which sounds really backwards and convoluted because I do feel that this karmic situation from an ego perspective, from your mind's perspective, is actually hurting your confidence, or it feels like it's hurting you. But in actuality, this situation is causing you to have to find that strength within yourself, that confidence within yourself. And I actually feel that your person is healing the same thing. It's like they are building the confidence to be able to dissolve this karmic situation, to fully commit to this connection, to dissolve these negative patterns within themselves that drew them into this karmic situation in order to heal their own solar plexus, to build their own core confidence as well. And I just see two intertwining strands. So I feel that this healing process is something you are mirroring. It's something that's happening simultaneously together. You are reflecting each other's growth in this way. However, this is, for those of you who are twin flames, this is very natural. In fact, it couldn't be otherwise because twin flames do naturally perfectly mirror one another's energy wounds and blocks, as well as areas of energetic strength and healing. Everything is mirrored, which is also why if you are a twin flame connecting with this reading, I would really recommend exploring my subliminal for 7 chakra twin flame clearing. By listening to this subliminal, especially doing it along with a visualization practice, imagining yourself connecting in real time with your person in your mind. This is a very powerful combination, combining this sound therapy, which of course contains frequencies designed to amplify love vibrations, clear out unconditional love blocks, really magnetize your energy for this twin flame connection. Combining that with powerful visualization techniques is a really powerful way to really amplify your magnetic energy within this connection, to heal any blocks between you and your person, and to really allow you to return to that state of natural magnetism with your twin flame that will pull you together in the physical world as well. So the link to this subliminal is in the pinned comment under your group number 2, and in the description box. But if that's not connecting with you, if this isn't a twin flame, again, I know not all of you are twin flames, I am regardless strongly feeling that this is a divinely orchestrated situation. Again, I just keep hearing soul connection. I feel this person is a soul connection, and that you actually created these intentions with one another prior to incarnating. And these intentions, as strange and backwards as it sounds, actually included that this person would be stuck for a time in this karmic situation, that they would continue to be pulled into this situation until you and them both were able to heal, to become more confident, to become stronger, to heal those solar plexus wounds, to heal that negative attachment style or cycle, and to be able to dissolve this situation. Angel of Strength in the reverse position. For some reason I heard, I'm not strong enough yet, but I will be. I hear that the person you are connecting with, if they are in this karmic situation they've been having trouble pulling away from, I feel like this person is growing, is strengthening themselves. However, I do not feel at this time they feel strong enough to dissolve that karmic situation, to walk away. I feel like they're building strength, but they might not be there yet. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Can I get any more messages on this feeling this person has about not being strong enough? Does group number 2's person feel strong enough to leave this karmic situation? Okay, the 2 cards that came out is Storm Warning in the reverse and Angel of Love in the upright position. So I instantly heard, you are the only one who has my heart. And there's something with the Storm Warning card in the reverse. For some reason I saw a rainbow, so that might connect to someone's situation in some way. I feel this person is still just struggling with something related to worthiness or confidence, feeling ready to accept unconditional love, feeling ready to be secure within this connection. It's like this person has some kind of fear wrapped up in truly having what they want when it comes to love, if that makes sense. What is this Storm Warning in the reverse position? How does the Storm Warning card connect to group number 2's person or to this connection? Yeah, once again, attachment in the reverse position. So this person is learning through this karmic situation, once again, how to let go of negative attachments. For some reason, I heard obligation or guilt. So I feel like this person could feel like they have some kind of obligation to this karmic as well. Again, this won't be everyone, but there could be some sense of, I am obligated to stay with this person or to fulfill something with this person. I feel guilty about leaving, about walking away. And I feel like part of this person's journey could be cultivating that core inner confidence to the point of being able to be selfish enough to choose their own well-being, what serves their highest good, enough to release this connection that is no longer serving them, that is no longer assisting them along this divine path that they are on through life. Because I do feel that you are the one who is truly going to, who is essential to their divine growth, to this path. And I feel that they are aware of this, they are awakening to this, and yet there's something that is still kind of tugging them or pulling them to this other situation. And I do feel it has to do either with some feeling of obligation or some kind of unhealed wound when it comes to the solar plexus, to their confidence. Which, by the way, if all of this conversation about the solar plexus has been resonating with you personally, I have created a subliminal specifically to heal and activate the solar plexus chakra to its highest vibrational state. So this contains 4 binaural beat frequencies that resonate with the solar plexus chakra. And the purpose of this is really to immerse yourself, your energy body, in these frequencies in order to cause any negative vibrations to be filtered out. And also, of course, this subliminal contains unconscious affirmations directed to the solar plexus to really cultivate core confidence for both you and, of course, if this is a twin flame, by doing that energy work, your twin flame feels that shift as well. So the link to that will be under your group number 2, in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, group number 2. So the next thing I'm going to do for you is actually pull a few cards from the Lover's Oracle deck. So let's see what other messages your person has for you. What would group number 2's person say to them on a higher self level? If they could say anything, what does group number 2 need to know from their person? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Yeah, I see that this situation, again, potentially with some kind of karmic connection or something like that, could have been really frustrating for you listening to this reading. And I hear this person's higher self saying, like, I'm not ready yet. I still need time, but I am healing. I am going to be ready. And this is kind of some higher self message here saying, I just heard, bless the space between us. It's like, this is not a space of separation, but a sacred space of healing that will ultimately deepen our connection and bring us closer together. The next card that flew out is Only Time Will Tell. It's really interesting that 2 cards came out here that have to do with time, allowing time for reflection, allowing time for space, trusting during that time. And now Only Time Will Tell, which really leads me to believe that there's a good chance someone in this connection may have felt, I just heard like a ticking clock. So someone might feel as though time is running out or things aren't happening fast enough. And I feel you are being guided to release that feeling of lack when it comes to time, that sense of time limitation, any timelines created from the ego. Are there any other messages I can bring forth from group number 2's person? What else does group number 2 need to know at this time? For some reason, I just keep hearing, like, just give this person time. Whoa, too many cards came out. Let's see if we can just get one card. One card for group number 2. One final card from this deck for group number 2, please. Once again, so many cards. Okay, apparently I'm just supposed to read all of these cards to you. So the first card is Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So I'm hearing through this card, it's like these situations of confusion or conflict or feeling as though they are connecting with a karmic, someone else, there's just a little bit of 3D physical chaos or uncertainty in this connection. But this Balance card is coming in to tell you, although it appears to be pure chaos through the eyes of the ego, from a physical perspective, your soul, your higher self, and their higher self is looking at this situation saying, this is actually balancing the karmic scales. This is actually releasing deep-seated, potentially even past life karma, old ancient patterns, negative patterns within each of us that need to be cleared, old paradigms, old ways of thinking. I just saw someone like cleaning a house. It's like all of these things are being cleaned out, being cleared out, being balanced. I keep seeing like one of those scales, and I see the scales balancing out, like the karma here is balancing. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. For some reason, that word acceptance stood out to me. I also heard the word non-resistance, like the art of non-resistance, not resisting the way that things are, and yet holding very strong intentions for the way that you want things to be. That is really the theme I'm hearing for you, group number 2. This combination of both surrender, allowing things to be as they are, not fighting against the current realities, and yet within yourself, in times of meditation, in times of quiet, clearing your energy, holding to your intentions. And for some reason I heard you have to protect this connection, and also this is worth protecting. And what I'm hearing here is there may be, again, from the karmic situation we talked about earlier, there could be family or friends, people who doubt or question this connection, outside external interferences. I feel that you and this person could be dealing with interferences that over time you are going to have to learn how to protect yourselves and your connection against these interferences. The next card is Sexual Union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Wow, guys, if this isn't a twin flame connected card or a divine love connected card, I don't know what is. It's very much, I just heard see one another through the soul and not through the ego. Remember the connectedness rather than fixating upon the separation, which I know sounds kind of vague, but I do feel for many of you there is this, I just keep feeling this kind of even like shoulder and upper back tension, like some feeling of tension, uncertainty in the 3D world. But I am hearing to really take a breath, to step back, to refocus yourself on the connectedness on a soul level with this person, because I've said this a million times in your reading, group number 2, but I just keep getting the soul connection feeling from this love relationship. The next card, of course, is Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. It's funny because I already kind of touched on that message when I spoke on protecting this connection. Like, this connection is worth energetically protecting. And through this card, I'm really seeing that again, this honoring of this connection, this recognizing the divinity of this connection. And also I feel guided to say that honoring the divinity of this connection does not require you to step into a bold, action-oriented space. It simply requires you to be bold within your heart and soul in your intentions, to hold a clear intention. I feel so guided to remind you, group number 2, that you are the powerful creator of your life, of this connection. The intentions you set clearly and hold firmly will manifest in your life. So wake up in the morning, every morning, and really tune into and align yourself with that vision in whatever way feels good to you, whether it's meditation, whether it's sound therapy tools like the subliminals I've created, whether it's walking out in nature. Really allow yourself to firmly visualize what you want within this connection in order to protect it from these external influences, and in order to allow that vision to fall into place, to manifest. I haven't said this to group number 1, but I just felt very strongly someone needed this whole reminder just of their true power and of the divinity of this connection. Wow, group number 2, really, really powerful reading. I want to see if I can just get any final last messages for you, either in the Romance Angels or in the Angel Answers deck. So what is a final message I can bring forth for group number 2? By the way, speaking on sound therapy, creating and holding a clear vision, every single morning I meditate with my general 7 chakra clearing. So of course I have 2 of these. One I already mentioned is specifically for the twin flame connection, but I have a separate subliminal that, regardless of whether you are a twin flame or dealing with some other kind of love connection, this is a general yet very deep level and comprehensive chakra clearing sound therapy tool. So I use this every single day. I've actually been using this since the fall, and I truly believe meditating with this particular subliminal has brought about the most radical changes in my business, in my finances, and within my twin flame relationship. So the link to this 7 chakra clearing is in the pinned comment and description box. Yeah, okay, so the card that came out first is Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And I didn't necessarily hear this in terms of love, like free yourself from this relationship, but actually free yourself from your feelings of time limitation, from your own timelines, your own ideas of when or how this connection has to play out or this thing has to happen. Free yourself from your own doubts and insecurities. Free yourself from those low confidence vibrations that were causing blocks in your solar plexus chakra in the past. And by taking back your power, I strongly feel your person is going to feel this shift, regardless of whether this is a twin flame connection, but especially if this is your twin flame. They will feel you stepping into your confidence, taking back your power, and they will, I believe, also react to that powerful shift within you. And the next card is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I just heard it's safe to both feel confident, strong, powerful, and independent, and to love. Just because the attachment card in reverse came up so much in this reading, I strongly feel you or your person or both of you have dealt either in the past or the present with having some kind of codependency within your romantic relationships that could be coming from childhood, from your first relationship, which of course is with your parents. There's some kind of negative attachment here that I feel you've both been called to heal, and I feel that you're being told it's safe to be free, to be independent, to be powerful, to allow that space, that sacred space between you and this person as a time of healing for both of you. That is all safe. It is safe for you to love just for the sake of loving, to love because you can't do otherwise, not to love with an agenda or with or with an attempt to control everything about this love connection. It is safe to simply open your heart to giving and receiving love. I just strongly feel that someone needed to be reaffirmed in that way. So are there any final messages? I'm strongly feeling that we should close with the Angel Answers deck. So I'm just going to see if there's one or two more messages in here for you, group number 2. Are there any final messages for group number 2? Just coming full circle with all this, since your first card was the root chakra and I said foundation, I now feel after doing your reading, group number 2, this card was saying that through all of these experiences, this is how you are actually building a foundation with your person for a future, stronger, better, deeper relationship, healthier relationship. It's like through healing, through balancing out this karma, through healing, again, these solar plexus chakra, confidence related wounds, these negative attachment styles. This is actually the work you are doing in the moment to heal the future of this connection, to build that foundation for your future. So is there one final message I can bring forth for group number 2? What does group number 2 need to know from their person? Or what does group number 2 need to know about this connection? So the 2 cards I got were not the right time and ask your angels. Guys, the theme of time in your reading, I'm really hearing with not the right time, that's once again this message of the person saying, I'm not ready yet, but I will be. Like, now isn't the time, but this is a time of sacred space, of healing, of transformation, of self-healing, self-growth, self-evolution. And then ask your angels. What I'm really hearing through that card is connect with the divine forces you personally resonate with. And above all, your own divine self, your higher self. The part of you that knows, acknowledges, and always is aware of the divinity of this connection that underlies, that is beneath everything happening in the physical world. And I just over and over keep seeing someone meditating, someone really establishing a strong morning routine, finding a way to really get back in touch with their soul's intention, apart from all of this that might be happening in the physical between them and this person. So group number 2, I really hope this reading connected with you in some way. If you did resonate with the subliminals I recommended during your reading, you can explore more about any of those subliminal meditations by clicking the link under the pinned comment and the description box under your group number 2, and you can try out any subliminals I've created completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website, soundandsoulful.com. Also, please do subscribe to this channel if this reading resonated with you. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful, beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the 3rd card, then welcome to your reading. The card you selected is actually the man holding a coin in the reversed position. So I instantly am picking up here on a divine masculine who is potentially feeling powerless, feeling out of his power, potentially even dealing specifically with some kind of financial situation of lack or something along those lines, although that's kind of specific. That won't be for everyone. So I'm going to see if I can get more information on that at the beginning of this reading, and then you can decide whether or not that seems to connect with your situation, with the person you have in mind. And if not, feel free to select another group, or as always, do remember that many of these messages are so specific that they will resonate with some of you and not others of you. So be sure to use your own intuition as a guide in determining which messages are meant for you. So group number 3, I'm going to begin by shuffling the energy oracle cards today. If you would like me to channel specific messages for you and for your reading and about your person, be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the thumbs up button, because by liking and subscribing, you are actually literally sending your energy to me across all time, space, and distance, and I am then able to pick up on that energy and channel more specific messages for you and your situation. So I want to shuffle the cards really well here just to clear out the energies from group 1 and 2. But while I'm doing that, on the screen, I am showing you my website and soul passion project, soundandsoulful.com. I just wanted to share this with you because throughout my readings, I always recommend specific subliminals or subliminal meditation tracks. Now, for those of you who don't know, subliminals are subconscious mind reprogramming tools. And the reason they are so powerful for shifting energy, for helping us to manifest specific things so much faster, is because they program the subconscious, the unconscious parts of the brain. And research has shown that it's actually the subconscious that consists of 95% of our thoughts. So 95% of our thoughts are unconscious, which means it's truly the subconscious that has the most influence on our vibration, on our energy, and on what we attract and manifest in our lives. So on this website, I have created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. There are subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for manifesting specific material things, money, business goals, and of course, several subliminals for love and relationships. Personally, I didn't really see results from visualization or meditation until I started using subliminals, and after beginning to meditate with them, I saw results and changes so quickly. And I've actually used them to build this spiritual platform here, this channel, and also to attract and continue to deepen and sustain my twin flame relationship, and really so much more. So any subliminals I recommend for you, group number 3, will be linked in the pinned comment and the description box under your group number. So group number 3, feel free to set your intentions aloud or in your mind for this reading. Clear intentions always bring clear answers and clear results. So it really does help when you come to this reading with clear energy and ideas of what you would like me to bring forth. Okay, 2 cards just flew out for you. Okay, the 2 cards that came out were Patience and the 7th chakra card in the upright position. So 7th chakra is connected, of course, to the crown chakra, which is our connection to the divine, the bridge between our human 3D self and the divine forces guiding our life, our higher self, our soul self. So I want to see if I can get more information on this. So I'm going to go to the guidebook for this, because I'm not yet sure how this connects. Okay, so the guidebook says spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings of the spirit world. For some reason, I instantly saw that many of you connecting with this reading may be highly sensitive people. You might identify as being an empath, very spiritually evolved or awakened people, or you might even be someone who does readings yourself, or who dabbles in tarot or astrology or crystals or something like that. I feel that many listening to this reading are very, very spiritual, and yet there's this patience card coming out here, and for some reason I see someone in a waiting room and I hear the word pending. Like I feel like someone is waiting on something to happen, or feeling like they're in some kind of limbo or period of waiting or something along those lines. So I want to see if I can get more information. What does group number 3 need to know at this time? What is this situation that group number 3 is waiting on? What does group number 3 need to have patience about? What does group number 3 need to be patient about in this love connection or in their life? Why does group number 3 need to be patient? Indecision. Interesting. Patience when it comes to making some kind of a choice. What is this indecision card? Angel of Balance. Interesting. Lots of interesting cards for you, group number 3. I feel this is kind of a complex message, so bear with me as I bring forth more cards and get a clearer picture of what's going on here. Something about indecision, something about waiting, trying to make a decision. I heard trying to find balance in my life for some reason. What is this decision that group number 3 or group number 3's person is making? How does indecision connect to this reading? Maybe for some of you, I feel this won't be everyone, but it could be someone's person who has seemed or appeared to be indecisive about committing to this relationship. For some reason, I heard commitment issues. I'm not really sure why I heard that. Caring connections in the reversed position. And this has maybe left someone wondering, maybe even you or the energy I'm connecting with, wondering whether this person really cares because they've seemed to either lack commitment or be, I just heard wishy-washy or indecisive or something like that. Interesting. What does group number 3's person want them to know? Why has group number 3's person been indecisive? Oh, okay, this is funny. Okay, so I was channeling that your person had been indecisive about something or potentially non-committal, and then the financial constraints card comes up, which is interesting because your first card was man holding a coin in reverse. So this could have something to do with money. I feel like this is so specific. I know this won't be everyone. This might just be one person, but I feel like someone's person might be in a situation where there's something about money, a career, a job, or not having enough money, not being able to provide, or maybe this could be a masculine energy who feels as though he is not able to, because he feels financially constrained or like he isn't a provider, it's like taken him out of his masculine power. I just heard emasculated, like he doesn't feel strong, powerful, and confident within himself, potentially because of something connecting with career or finances. And because of this, he unconsciously has some kind of inferiority complex or confidence issue that is causing him to not fully commit to this love connection, because it's like, for some reason I heard like, I feel like I want to be more stable first, or I want to manifest some kind of financial security or career first before this connection can work. There's some kind of low confidence or something, an inferiority complex, something like that at play here. It's kind of a confusing message, so I'm going to reshuffle these cards back in, kind of clear out the energies, and see if we can really dig into what this person is feeling. Okay, so what is group number 3's person feeling at this time? Why is the financial constraints card coming up? What is group number 3's person dealing with? This could even be actually, I'm hearing that this could be your energy as well. Again, it could be mirrored. Sometimes when I read, it's either you or this person, but I feel someone here dealing with some sense of financial lack. There could be someone here who is highly intuitive, highly spiritual, working on building some kind of a spiritual business or learning to manifest abundance and wealth through using their gifts and talents, spiritually speaking, or it could be even something like painting, writing, singing, doing readings, something like that. I feel like there could be someone starting a business here. Again, I don't think that's everyone. Or it could be, again, your person dealing with some situation of financial constraints or low confidence connected to career or finances. Okay, so the cards that came out here, once again, 7th chakra and patience in the reversed position. So, okay, so I just heard someone is becoming impatient. It's like initially the message was spirit saying, be patient about the situation. But now I feel someone in this situation, their ego, human self, feeling impatient. Okay, I want to see if I can get more clarity on this impatience. So who is feeling impatient in this connection? Let's start there, because I do feel group number 3, there's a very complex message coming through here. I don't feel it's strictly related to love, but also related to, again, potentially some new business endeavor, finances, like a life path type thing. Why is someone in this situation feeling impatient? Who is feeling impatient? Is group number 3 feeling impatient in this situation? You know, I'm feeling pulled to the angel answers. Like, it's so funny, group number 3. The other 2 readings went fairly smoothly as far as the messages kind of coming out and coming together. But I kind of feel that you and potentially you and your person have a lot going on energetically, because there are so many different messages and thoughts coming through. I feel someone I'm connecting with could have a mind that kind of has been working that way. You might have ADD or ADHD, or just be anxious, feel like you are thinking about too many things at once, trying to multitask with your mind, overthinking things. Of course, as I'm talking about overthinking things, I hear let go. So initially the message I'm hearing for you is to let go of those fixations or anxieties. I do want to get more information on what that could be related to. Okay, so the card that came up now is Deceit in the upright position, and then the 7th chakra card in the reverse position. What is this deceit card coming up? Who is being deceived? I just heard someone feels they're being deceived. So I'm not sure this person is actually being deceived, but I feel like someone has either made assumptions or jumped to conclusions. There's some like lack of trust or feeling like they're being lied to here. What is this situation of deceit coming up here? By the way, if those messages about anxiety and overthinking were connecting to you, because I do keep getting this anxious energy, I have created a subliminal specifically for deep anxiety relief. So this will really help you to deeply reprogram your unconscious mind, to uproot those worrying and anxious thoughts, which really are often stored unconsciously, which is why they're so often hard to pin down and eliminate, because oftentimes anxiety stems from the unconscious. So a link to that subliminal is under your group number 3. There's something about someone feeling like they're being lied to or being deceived because they're disconnected from the divine truth about this situation. I feel like someone has jumped to conclusions out of ego, but this isn't actually like the truth. It's like not what their soul is saying to them. It's not what their intuition is saying to them. Who feels like they've been deceived or lied to in this situation? Does group number 3 or group number 3's person feel like they've been deceived? Why does someone feel like they've been deceived here? Healer of the ages in the reverse position. So someone feels like they've been deceived because they're reenacting some of their own wounding or their own unconscious blocks. I do feel this could be related specifically to this love connection. For some reason I heard too good to be true or something like that. What is this block that has caused group 3 or someone in this situation to feel deceived? What is this situation of wounding? What needs to be healed in this situation? What wound has caused someone in this situation for group 3 to feel deceived? Whoa, okay guys. Happy family in the reverse position came out, which of course, as you know, happy family is, normally when I see this reversed and we're talking about wounding, I really relate it to inner child wounds. Things are starting to come together a little bit. Bear with me. I know group number 3, it's been a little bit of a chaotic start for you, because I do feel some of you or your person romantically is dealing with some kind of distraction emotionally, anxiety, anxious thoughts, spiraling thoughts. So we're kind of peering through, digging through all of those anxious thoughts to the core of what's happening here. So happy family in the reverse, someone here is feeling as though they've been betrayed or hurt or deceived by their person in this situation, but this isn't actually the truth of the situation. This isn't actually what their intuition, what their soul is speaking to them about this person, about this situation. The reason they are feeling this way is because of inner child wounds stemming from childhood. Now, I want to know more about these inner child wounds. Yeah, this was something stored unconsciously that caused this person to react or jump to conclusions or spiral out anxiously. What are these inner child wounds coming up for group number 3? How was group number 3 emotionally hurt as a child that caused them to feel deceived in this situation? Walking away. Okay, so there was a situation of childhood abandonment from someone that they needed or cared about, most likely a parent or a caregiver. And again, this abandonment, when we talk about inner child wounding and being abandoned, it doesn't necessarily mean a literal abandonment, although it could be this. It doesn't necessarily mean someone physically walked out of your life. What it means is, and I'm getting chills down my spine, it means that someone abandoned you either physically or simply emotionally, mentally, was not supporting you in the ways that you needed to be supported from that person. You could not rely on them to support you. They were very hot and cold in some way. I keep hearing hot and cold, or someone who's sometimes there, sometimes not. And for whatever reason, this caused the person I'm connecting with, the energy I'm connecting with, a very deep sense of like, I just heard, I'm not worthy of being emotionally validated, seen, supported. So this person carried around with them this wound that I feel many who I'm connecting with were very unconscious of, this pattern in the unconscious mind of feeling as though they were not worthy of true love, connection, emotional support, emotional validation. And so they were always afraid of this person walking away. I get the sense the energy I'm connecting with, I just got kind of a half stomach ache. I feel like this person has been nauseated or almost made half sick by the thought of this other in this romantic connection walking away or leaving them, losing this. And because of that, they have projected a situation of deceit or betrayal or hurt, because what they are really doing is reenacting this childhood wound, validating their own egos, limiting beliefs about their worthiness of love within this connection. Wow, really intense emotions coming through here. If this is you I'm connecting with, I've created a subliminal specifically for inner child healing. I personally use this whenever I feel triggered by some kind of situation and I can tell it's coming from some kind of childhood trauma or experience, and simply meditating to this subliminal, immersing yourself in the healing frequencies, soothing meditation sounds, and deeply reprogramming unconscious affirmations will really assist you in clearing out these negative experiences by actually integrating those parts of the unconscious self, those wounds, back into the present, essentially shifting the vibration of these past experiences to then make a profound positive impact on your vibration in the present. So this inner child healing subliminal is in the pinned comment and the description box under your group number 3. Wow, okay, so the next cards, by the way, that I had pulled were adjacent possibilities in the reverse. And I just heard there's someone here who feels as though, I feel like someone here felt as though they would never find love, never get married. They have this belief that no one could ever love them if they really knew them, really saw them, really understood them. And I feel like within this connection, some of that vulnerability emerged. This person was placed in a connection that was deeply authentic in some way, could be a soul connection, even a twin flame connection. Something about this connection caused them to be seen, but because they did not feel worthy of being both seen and loved, it caused them to shut down some way. move back into their anxiety brain and reenact this trauma from childhood and these limiting beliefs, validate these limiting beliefs by creating those realities in which they felt as though they were being betrayed, being left, being hurt. But the next card that had come out was man holding a heart in the upright position. So I hear strongly here, this person, this other you are connecting with, actually does hold your heart. It is safe to allow this person to hold your heart. And for some reason, this person's eyes in this image on this card are really sticking out to me, which shows me it's like there's something about being truly seen that terrifies this person I'm connecting with, being truly understood. And I truly feel this is because in childhood, this person was, whenever they were seen, when they allowed themselves to be truly seen and understood emotionally for who they truly were, they were rejected or abandoned or unsupported or invalidated in some way. So they shut themselves off. And there was something about this connection where they couldn't shut themselves off. It's like they were incapable of not being seen by this person, of closing off. Because I do strongly feel this is some kind of soul connection. There's something about this connection that was so radically authentic, that pierced to their very soul, that didn't allow them to protect themselves by hiding, by wearing a mask. They weren't able to put on that mask, so they felt unsafe. Okay, and the card that just flew out as I was trying to get clarification on this. Sorry, this card like flew under my chair. Oh my gosh, guys, the yin yang card came out, but it's in the reverse position. And you guys know I'm laughing because whenever I see the yin yang card, I always connect it to twin flame connections. And this card has actually come out in all 3 readings, which I think is a first for me, which is just crazy. But I feel the reason that happened is because many of you listening to my channel are twin flames, are on this twin flame path. So your intentions probably manifested this card coming out within these readings. But the fact that it's reversed in your reading group number 3, oh, and I should clarify, by the way, not all of you listening to this reading will be twin flames or will resonate with that label. I am only speaking here to those of you who do connect with being a twin flame, with this person being your twin flame. But I do strongly feel this is a divine connection. This is a soul connection. But this card is reversed, which indicates some kind of imbalance within this connection. And I feel this imbalance is coming from everything we've spoken of, these inner child wounds, this fear of being seen. Because of course, as twin flames, you cannot help but be radically understood and seen by your twin flame. And I feel that the person I'm connecting with, this just terrified them. It caused them to, again, jump to some kind of conclusion or make an assumption or sabotage this connection in some way, because they were actually afraid that if they were this seen, this understood, they would actually be abandoned. It wouldn't be safe for them anymore in this love connection. So, wow, guys, I am going to reshuffle these cards and read more information now that we know for many of you we're dealing with a twin flame connection and also an imbalance within this twin flame connection or this divine connection, however you connect personally. I do want to get more information on those blocks, on that imbalance. If you are a twin flame, by the way, or you connect with the twin flame path, I would really recommend incorporating my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal into your daily meditation routine. This is so powerful, especially combined with a visualization practice, really visualizing you and your twin flame connecting in an authentic, loving way. Because this subliminal contains 7 binaural beat frequencies that resonate with each of the 7 chakras, as well as about 100 unconscious affirmations to really uproot any negative blockages related to love or connection that prevent twin flames from fully connecting in the physical. So the link to that will be under your group number 3, in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, one card already came out, but I want to get more clarification. What is imbalanced in this twin flame divine counterpart or love connection? What is imbalanced in this situation? Okay, I've pulled 2 cards. What is imbalanced in this connection? What is out of balance? Why is this connection unbalanced at this time? Okay, I pulled 2 cards and now the cards are going silent, so I'm going to start here. Okay, so the first card is the thinking woman in the upright position, and the second card is attachment. So here I'm now connecting with, I believe, a feminine energy, the divine feminine here. Someone who, it's funny because both of these images contain the image of a woman, and the thinking woman I usually connect with a divine feminine who is in her ego. So I do feel for many of you, you may connect with being the feminine in this connection. But then with the attachment card, it's so synchronistic this came out because this card shows the image of a woman removing a mask. And I was just speaking about how I felt that someone in this relationship was incapable of wearing a mask just because of the nature of this connection, this soul connection. And because of that, they became very afraid. When they inevitably found this mask slipping or falling, being removed, they saw themselves being authentic with this person, being truly seen. That is when I feel the ego stepped in here to try to protect them in some way. And that has caused this imbalance. So what did the ego step in here to try to do? Why was this person afraid of removing their mask in this connection? Why did the mask come off in this love connection? What does this divine feminine in the connection feel? What is the divine feminine in this connection feeling? For some reason I heard overcompensating. I'm not sure if that'll connect with anyone. What is the divine feminine here feeling? What does the divine feminine need to know? What is this attachment card? This mask being removed? What is the thinking woman card? Okay, door to spirit in the upright position. I'm feeling a little bit guided to read a little bit about this card. So let's see what the guidebook has to say. Okay, so the guidebook says, spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. That is all I needed to see this person. This is actually part of their spiritual awakening process. I feel that the person I'm connecting with, again, the energies, especially if this is a twin flame connection for you, are very, very mirrored. So when I speak of the divine feminine, it could be the masculine for you or vice versa. But I see someone here going through a very powerful spiritual awakening that has caused them to become more authentic, to come into their own, to truly remove those masks of ego, those layers of superficiality. But in this process, I do feel that they've gotten a little bit out of balance in this love connection. I feel this person, I just heard ego death. So this person could be going through an experience of really releasing those parts of themselves that weren't aligned with their true soul purpose through this spiritual awakening. But I do feel that there is still some fear here. It's like this is still in the process of happening. Why has this ego death or spiritual awakening caused some kind of imbalance in this connection? Can I get more information on this ego death situation? 5th chakra in the reverse position. Okay, this is the throat chakra. So this ego death has caused this person, again, could be a divine feminine I'm connecting with, to actually speak their truth, to clear out throat chakra blocks. I feel this person has been very blocked in the throat chakra. This could again be coming from these childhood experiences of speaking their truth as a child, expressing how they truly feel, and being rejected, being emotionally unsupported or abandoned. But this person is healing this. They are learning how to truly speak their truth, speak their mind, clear their throat chakra energy. There is some powerful shifting work happening within this person. Can I get more information about the 5th chakra card in the reverse position? For some reason, I'm feeling pulled to the Starry Beginnings deck. I haven't actually used this deck in the other readings, but I do feel group number 3, there could be a message for you here. I feel this throat chakra clearing is also directly related to confidence. So if you are someone who is really working through confidence blocks, developing core confidence, I would really recommend a subliminal I've created for inner confidence to really develop unstoppable self-confidence. So this is really designed to raise your vibrations of confidence, self-esteem, really from the core up, to really give you that soul deep confidence to express your truth in all areas of your life and to be more confident in your day-to-day interactions. So this will be linked under your group number in the pinned comment and the description box. But the card that just flew out from the Starry Beginnings deck was Miracles Happen. Give the universe your clear intention. I want to see if I can get any clarification on this card. So can I get any more messages for the energy I'm connecting with? Let love be your guide. Live a life from love, guided by love. For some reason, I feel, again, this most likely for many of you will be a divine feminine I'm connecting with, but there's a divine feminine I'm connecting with here who is very practical minded, at least on the surface, or very logical in some way. I feel like her ego has taken a front seat in this situation. However, she's also highly empathic, highly intuitive, and really now learning how to speak her truth on those ways, to really express her intuition, to step into her most authentic, aligned self. But I feel that her logical, practical mind, that I do also have to say, really took this front seat, this driver's seat, out of necessity because of the potential trauma or inner child wounds that they experienced when they were younger. This divine this divine feminine is really needing to learn how to allow themselves, as this card said, to let love guide them rather than their own logical, practical mind. So if all of this is connecting with you and you are this divine feminine, I am strongly also feeling you would find my subliminal very beneficial that I've created for the awakened divine feminine, that is really designed to clear out divine feminine wounds and blocks and really remagnetize your energy to effortlessly manifest in your life as the empowered, embodied divine feminine. Okay, so I'm going to see now if I can get any information on the other side of this, because I really connected a lot with a feminine energy here, or at least what I believe to be for most of you a feminine. So I'm going to see if I can get what the counterpart here is feeling, what the other is feeling. So I'm actually going to pull a few cards from the Lovers Oracle deck, and then possibly also the Romance Angels deck or the Angel Answers deck, just depending on where I'm feeling guided. So what does group number 3 need to know from their person? How is group number 3's person feeling? What is group number 3's person thinking or feeling at this time? What does group number 3 need to know? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Wow, so what I'm hearing with that card is really resonance with what we were speaking on with these inner child wounds, these childhood experiences. I feel that kind of wrapped up in that word resentment. Not necessarily resentment that is, invalid or anything like that, negative, wrong, but simply the holding on of past wounds, traumas, or experiences and bringing them forth into your present and future realities. This cycle needs to be shifted, needs to be reversed through, again, inner child healing, through energy clearing, through reworking those old limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns. I'm just strongly getting the message over and over that there was a situation that was triggering, that caused some kind of an assumption or an emotional reaction or response that caused someone here to jump to conclusions or to take some kind of action, to distance themselves, to cut off, something along those lines. But this situation was actually something that was created through the ego. It's like the ego jumped to some kind of conclusion here because, again, it was trying to protect this person, trying to protect them by assuming the worst in the situation, and in that way, preventing them from being hurt in the same ways this person was emotionally hurt as a child. There's this constant reiteration in this reading of the message of clear sights, or like sights not being clear. It's like someone's clear sight, their intuition, their third eye has been blocked in this situation because of this inner child wound, because of the reenactment of this trauma or this fear of being emotionally hurt or abandoned in some way. So I am just going to go to the Romance Angels deck. So what are some final messages I can bring forth for group number 3? What does group number 3 need to know? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, so what I'm getting here is don't be afraid to reveal your innermost self to this person, to one another. In fact, I feel because of the nature of this connection, I feel for many of you it's a high-level soulmate relationship or potentially a twin flame connection. I do feel it is almost impossible for you to hide your innermost self from this person. But I'm also hearing the more you open up to them, the more you express yourself authentically to this person, allow them to see beneath those layers of superficiality, beneath that mask, the more your bond with this person will deepen. And I feel like this is a radical change, a difference from your experiences in either childhood or past romantic relationships where it felt as though the more of your innermost self you showed, the more you were rejected. It is the exact opposite in this love connection you are dealing with, and that is part of what this connection is here to teach you, to heal within you. I want to see if I can just get 1 or 2 more messages for you, group number 3. Let's actually go to the Angel Answers deck for our last card. So what is one more message I can bring forth for group number 3? What is a message I can leave with group number 3? What else does group number 3 need to know about this person or about this connection? Yes, of course, the card just says yes. I heard so many things when I pulled this card. Yes, it is safe to love. Yes, it is safe to open your innermost self fully to this person, to be radically authentic with this person. But I also heard, yes, your intuition, not your ego, not your fear mind, not your anxiety reactions, but your intuition when you are alone with yourself in those quiet parts of your soul and you feel this person's love, you sense them there with you. Yes, that is valid. What you are experiencing when you are truly in tune with your third eye, with your intuition, when you are clearly seeing this connection through the eyes of soul and not ego, that is the truth of this connection, and you are aware of it, and you can trust that inner knowing. So thank you so much, group number 3, for joining me here today in this reading. All of the subliminals I recommended for you throughout the reading are linked in the pinned comment and the description box under your group number. You can click any of those links to explore more of the energetic benefits infused into each subliminal, and you can also try out any of them completely free when you create a free trial account on my website, soundandsoulful.com. Please subscribe to this channel if I resonate with you. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.